most inspiring man I've ever met in my life, you know, on every level. He understands the heart and he understands the soul.
There's a moment when you change your life. There's a moment when you make a decision. When you say, I do, I love you, let's begin, I quit, it's over.
I just think Tony's a genius. I truly think he's a genius. He can alter people's lives. And I mean really alter them.
For over 3 decades, Anthony Robbins has touched the lives of millions of people. He's called upon by leaders from every walk of life. He has met, coached, or consulted with U.S. presidents, as well as world statesmen like Nelson Mandela and Mikhail Gorbachev, Princess Diana, and the Dalai Lama. Over 3 million people have attended his seminars from 100 nations around the globe, and over 35 million copies of his programs have been distributed worldwide. The New York Times writes, the world can't get enough of Tony Robbins. Former President Bill Clinton says he has a great gift. He has the gift to inspire. Diane Sawyer asks, what does Tony Robbins have that everyone wants? The answer is, he's got the edge, and he gets results.
I'd always had this thing that I wanted to meet Tony. I'm a big sports fan. I remember hearing about Andre Agassi and hearing Andre Agassi's testimonial and how he worked with Tony when he was 126 in the world and then came up to #1 in the world, and he attributed that to Tony. And I heard many testimonials and I was like, this guy is extraordinary. And I then became friends with Serena Williams, and she told me firsthand about the sessions that she'd had with Tony and how immediately after these sessions she went from being injured and kind of out of tennis to winning the Grand Slam, the Australian Open. And she told me in about an hour and a half her version of what might have been a 2-hour session, and I was absolutely fascinated by this. And I remember thinking one day I'd really love to meet Tony. It sounds like no matter who you are, no matter how successful, no matter how happy, Tony's got something to offer you. And I then had a chance to meet him. We were in New York, and we were invited to go to the Four Seasons Hotel. He was there doing a course, I presume. I'm not sure why he was there. And we were invited to go up to his hotel suite to meet him and to meet Sage. And he said he had a gift for us. I was like, wow, okay. Well, just to meet him would be something that had been on my mind at this point probably 20 years. So we went up to his room. And of course, when you first meet Tony, you're immediately bowled over by the sheer size of him. Literally the size of him. Because I'm quite a tall guy, but it's rare that I go, whoa, hey, you're really a big guy. His big hand comes out. And then just the size of his presence and the size of his warmth and the embrace he gives you. I felt like I'd known Tony for 20 years. Now, not just through his tapes and books, but literally known him and been best friends. It was a big hug, and to Deb, and I was with a couple of other friends, and then I met Sage, and the pair of them were just like this bright light. And everything I'd imagined about Tony seemed to be absolutely true, and then some, when I met him in person.
In Beijing, I was playing this girl who actually just won the U.S. Open. She was playing out of her mind. She just hadn't lost a match in I don't know how long. And I was down match point, and I thought, okay, well, we had worked out different situations, like if you're in this situation, what would you do? And, you know, we have different characters that I had drawn to, different like warriors and then the queen, and so that part of me went to the warrior side, which is a really tough character, and I just kind of depended on her to just go to war and get me out of that situation, and also stay positive at the same time and don't rush myself. So I was really able to draw on what Tony said about that, and it helped me out a lot, actually.